Tracker 6. This is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. We're waking up to some chilly temperatures this morning, but we'll gradually see those temperatures warm up and have plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Temperatures right now, 24 degrees in Mason, 26 in Jackson, 23 in Hillsdale, 19 degrees in Charlotte, and 23 degrees here in Lansing. Satellite radar is showing those clouds slowly coming to an end, and we'll see plenty of sunshine over the next 12 hours with mostly sunny skies and temperatures back into the 40s for the day today. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News This Morning continues right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News This Morning.
A massive search and rescue effort is currently underway in Washington, D.C. after a mid-air collision near Ronald Reagan National Airport. Good morning, Mid-Michigan. It's Thursday, January 30th. I'm Jorma Duran.
And I'm Megan Vaselli. Thank you so much for joining us.
6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. A passenger jet collided with a military helicopter while trying to land last night with more than 60 people on board.
We've learned that at least 19 bodies have been recovered from the Potomac River. Natalie Brand is in Washington with what else we know so far. But first, we want to warn you that some of the video you're about to see may be disturbing.
EarthCam video shows the moment a commercial passenger jet and an Army helicopter collided in midair just before 9 p.m. near Washington, D.C.'s Reagan National Airport.
Both the helicopter and the plane crashed in the river.
Now, a frantic search for any survivors in the frigid waters of the Potomac River.
It's a highly complex operation. The conditions out there are extremely rough for the responders. It's cold.
American Airlines says Flight 5342, operated by PSA Airlines from Wichita, Kansas, was approaching the airport with 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board.
I know that flight. I've flown it many times myself, so this is a very personal circumstance.
This man told a local CBS News affiliate that he believes his wife was on the plane returning from a business trip.
She texted me that they were landing in 20 minutes. The rest of my text didn't get delivered. That's when I realized something might be up.
The Army says the Black Hawk helicopter involved, similar to this one, was on a training flight with 3 service members on board. In a statement, President Donald Trump says he's monitoring the situation. Separately, on social media, he questioned the actions of the helicopter and air traffic control prior to the collision.
I know the president is incredibly concerned about what's happened here today. I'm sure we'll continue to hear more from him.
Multiple agencies are investigating the incident, including the Pentagon, FBI, Federal Aviation Administration, with the National Transportation Safety Board taking the lead. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
This morning, the Ingham County Sheriff's Office continues to investigate a 4-car crash that critically hurt 3 people. Deputies say it happened just before 12:30 yesterday afternoon at the intersection of College and Harper Roads in Delhi Township. They say an East Lansing woman failed to stop at College Road and ended up hitting a woman from DeWitt, who then hit another car driven by a Lansing woman. The car being driven by the East Lansing woman then rolled and hit a 4th car driven by a Lansing man. The sheriff's office says the woman who failed to stop, as well as the Lansing woman and her husband, who was a passenger at the time, all were taken to the hospital with critical injuries.
We are also following developments on another crash that happened right here in mid-Michigan. It took place in Meridian Township just before 8 o'clock last night near the intersection of Jolly Road and Okemos Road. Multiple vehicles were involved. 6 News has reached out to Meridian Township Police for updated details to find out exactly what happened and whether anyone was hurt. We'll update you on air and online at WLNS.com when we get that new information.
Eaton County emergency crews also were busy overnight after a fire started at a lumber store in Charlotte.
The fire was reported shortly after 11 o'clock last night, and it forced first responders to close off a portion of Cochran Avenue.
6 News had a crew at the scene where multiple emergency vehicles set up near Johnson's workbench. Cochran Avenue between Amity and McClure Streets was closed for a while but has since reopened. First responders told us they believe the fire was in the main building. Stay with 6 News as we continue to follow this developing story. Fewer than 2 days after releasing a memo, the Trump administration did a 180 and rescinded the effort. If enacted, the president's order would have paused trillions of dollars in federal funding. This decision comes after the original move caused chaos and confusion around the country, including right here in mid-Michigan. The White House Office of Management and Budget walked back the memo yesterday that ordered a freeze on all federal assistance spending. While many conservatives agree with the move to address government spending, some think the Trump administration handled this a bit too forcefully.
There's no way when you're talking about, hundreds of millions of people and thousands and thousands of entities. So I think that they had to rescind it and try to come up with a better way of actually directing how they're trying to make sure that this money is being intended.
White House officials say the president plans to take more action to address the country's spending in the coming weeks and months, but have not shared any more details.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. We're seeing quiet conditions this morning with those clouds starting to clear out. We had a little bit of some clouds this morning, but chilly temperatures are going to continue, and eventually we'll see warm temperatures by this afternoon. Temperatures right now are slowly starting to cool. We're seeing the temperatures into St. John's, 23 degrees right now. Same in Lansing, 19 in Charlotte, 26 in Jackson, 21 in Marshall, and 23 in Hillsdale. Satellite and radar showing those clouds moving out, and we do have a high pressure system slowly moving into the Ohio Valley, and it's going to continue its eastward progression, and we're going to continue to see warmer air on the backside of this, and that's why we're going to see a very nice day for today. We see those clouds moving out of the area, and we'll see sunny skies for today, but then those clouds do increase, and we have the chance for some rain showers moving in later tonight. But I think it's going to be a green paw day as we continue to see those temperatures into the 20s, 30s, and even into the 40s by later on today, and eventually we'll see those clouds, but I think it's going to be a good day, and we'll be like Doll and Twister looking for the sunspots for today and being very excited about that sun, because we'll continue to see clouds move in and some rain showers moving in for tonight and tomorrow as well.
All right, liking the sun. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Coming up, if you looked at the sky Tuesday night, you might have seen this. Where is it? Oh, there. You might have seen that. We'll tell you what it is in our What's on the Web segment.
All right.